All right, so if anxiety, again, is thinking about what you don't want to have happen in the future, how do you stop it? It's simple to say, hey, well, stop thinking about what you don't want to have happen in the future. But there's a problem with that. Your unconscious mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. One thing, okay, so we got that. But it also has trouble processing a negative. So, for example, you would not say to your Labrador Retriever, don't come if you wanted your dog to stay. You would say stay. So when we say don't freak out or don't think about that, what happens? Here's an example. Don't think of a blue tree. Don't think of your kitchen right now. Don't think of the stuff in the back of your refrigerator. Don't think of puppies and kittens. Right? So whatever I tell you not to think of, you have to think of it. So that's one of the pieces of the puzzle. Instead of telling ourselves to stop thinking about what we don't want to have happen, we need to then focus on what we do want to have happen. So let's say, for example, there's a test. You're taking a test, and instead of freaking out and getting test anxiety, you focus on receiving your grade and it being a B or an A, or you focus on knowing the answers, or you focus on being relaxed, or you focus on finishing the exam, handing the paper in, and knowing you did a good job. Okay, so we've gotten some of the intro stuff done, and just right now we're going to go and we're going to learn the anxiety technique. But before I do that, before I teach you the anxiety technique, there's just a couple of little disclaimers. When I work with clients one-on-one, we usually do this process at the end of a full day of other techniques and processes. So I'm giving it to you early because it's short, it's simple, it's precise. But keep in mind that there's lots of other things that are often going on in the past, and anxiety is something that happens in the future. So usually we clear that stuff first, and then we work with this technique. Secondly, even though this is simple, please respect that it is powerful, because you have been creating something with your mind, and now this is a tool to create something different. And thirdly, this may take a little practice. All right? Is that fair, that you would actually practice it and try it and experiment with it and play with it? Would that be okay? All right? Because we're talking quick and easy here, and that's what you want, that's what I want. But we do live in a real world, and I want you to really explore it as fully as you possibly can. All right? Is that fair? Great. Okay. So let's move on. Let's do the anxiety clearing technique. That's next.